Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good wherever you are at this moment, and welcome to Wisdom of the Ancients with Polly Jo Labbe. My name is Abigail Rivard, and I'm here to get us started with a meditation. So at this time, I'm going to invite you to go ahead and get comfortable to the best of your abilities, however that might look for you. We're going to go ahead and start by taking that first deep breath in, really pulling up all that oxygen into the chest, expanding that heart center. And on the exhale, bring the shoulders down and away from the ears. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes as we start to release any tension at the top of the head, the forehead, coming down over the face, the eyes, releasing any tension in the jaw and the lips, stretching out the neck as we start to bring our awareness down and over the body. Really opening up all that communication potential there. Continuing down over the shoulders, rolling the shoulders, stretching ourselves out, opening up, releasing anything that's blocking us here. As we come down over the arms, releasing any tension in the upper arm, the elbow, the forearm, stretching out the wrist, the palm of the hand, and the fingers. Taking that next deep breath in as we bring our awareness back to the chest. Filling up that heart center, and on the exhale, sinking down into our chest, releasing all the muscles in the diaphragm, the rib cage, the upper back, coming down over all those internal organs, having some gratitude for all the work they do for us on a regular basis. Coming down over the hips, feeling ourselves sink a little bit more into the reality we are right now. Coming down over the thighs, releasing any tension in these muscles, softening the knees, making room for all that flexibility and potential. Coming down over the calf muscles, stretching out the ankles, flexing the heel, stretching the arch of the foot, coming down over the ball of the foot, and finally the toes. Bringing ourselves to this present moment of stillness, however that looks for you. Connecting to the physical body in this moment in time, knowing that it is ours for the taking. We'll take another deep breath in. And on that exhale, sink further into the surface that we are, getting ready to open our eyes gently. Opening ourselves up for all the messages that we're ready to receive this evening with gratitude and graciousness. It is my favorite part of the time where it's time to say hello to Polly Jo Labbe.
Hello, everyone. Welcome as we join together this evening, this afternoon, or this morning, wherever you may find yourself. Tonight, in the wisdom of the ancients, we are in the energy of the world around us. The story of humanity is writing itself as it is meant to. But is it writing itself from a place of fear or love? Is it writing itself from a place of truth or lies? The moral compass that has guided many for many years has been tilted in so many ways. And in this place, it is so difficult for the human mind to wrap around the ideas of a story being more important than reality. Reality is the experience of life as you choose to experience it. And the story is what others have chosen. And silently, we agree to experience that as well. But it is that time for the throat to expand, for the truths to align with your heart, to align with the integrity and honesty of exactly who you are meant to be and how you are meant to embrace others as you embrace yourself. The difficulty lies in the place of self hatred. It is not simple when a soul has reached this place. And while it is not the actual soul that's in a place of self hatred, the being, the human, has forgotten their soul, has forgotten their connectedness to others, to their strand of humanity, pulling apart everything that draws you together, pulling apart what is meant to be brought into harmony. Sometimes life experiences are ones of disharmony. It is when you most deeply know that things are not aligned with the life that you want to experience or the life that you want your children to experience. These stories that others have created, the reality that their egoic minds think they want, the children that are traumatized within them, acting out in a sublime tantrum that the world is reeling from. These are difficult times, as many times are. But this is a time to inspire, bring spirit within yourself, and create new possibilities. And yes, even you can create possibilities. We all hold within us that tapestry of humanity, that connectedness where we realize somewhere deep within our soul that every being on the planet is a version of ourselves. And the more fear and hatred that we spread, the more we are filled with contempt and fear and hatred for ourselves. So it is time for the integrity and the honesty to be aligned within your divine heart, not just the heart that has been wounded, but the heart of unconditional love flowing through you, to you, healing that child self within you so they feel safe in this evolving planet. And some are going to choose to stretch and grow into who they're meant to be, as it is meant to be. And others still have lessons to learn in all the things they don't want to experience, and creating that. So, in this time of untruths being spoken, the difficult part is releasing the reaction to create intentional action. Intentional action is when you call on your soul and your spirit and your connection to all that is, and you walk forward in spirit, inspired by all the ways that just being yourself, holding your truths as sacred, unwavering in the boundaries of not allowing untruths to be absorbed into your body. It is a difficult lesson, and yet it is one of the lessons that will surge the evolution of humanity if you are willing, if you are ready. Deep within you, there's the courage and the resilience to be authentic. And in these times of fear and hatred, it is easy to go into a place of hiding. But you are here listening in this moment to shine the light brightly for others, to gather together your community of like minded, like hearted people. Because change begins with you. You are the change makers, not the ones who scream the loudest, who cry the most, who posture in those places of power over others, because they don't feel powerful inside themselves. But activate that personal sun, activate that sense of who you truly are, activate the energy of truth. Help shift the story of humanity. Align the story of humanity with the reality that you are ready to experience. Trust that if you visualize and believe it, that you have already manifested it. It just needs to arrive to you in the present moment. It's already here. Release the fear and go into that inner place of love, because fear is the virus that is spreading throughout the planet. Fear is actually creating physical viruses, resurrecting viruses that were long dormant because that level of fear did not exist. But there are those who are so frightened of possibilities that they think in their thinking brains that they want to create a world where they thought things were good. They thought things were safe. Their distortion of reality is part of their story. But right now, in this moment, to fight the virus of fear, it is time to align with love, truth, honesty, and integrity. These are the teachings of the masters. The masters have all spoken these words. It is time for you to hear them. It is time for you to breathe them, live them, and be them. Because in that reality, in that story, humanity becomes the global community of oneness that it truly is. And it all starts with you. So enter a place where your heart can speak its truth. You focus deeply on aligning with your honesty, your integrity. You release the words of hatred and fear. And be in that place where your heart becomes your guiding light. And if you don't remember how to do that, just look at small children. They show that brilliantly to everyone around them because they haven't learned how to dim their light. Nurture that light within yourself. Let it shine. Be the beacon in the darkness and the fear, because this is not the reality that you are meant to experience. This is the story that others have created, but it is not your story. So know that in this moment, you are fully supported in the massive realms, the different dimensions, vibrations, frequencies, all is converging in this moment to shift and evolve humanity to where it has been longing to be for eons. And it all begins with you. Know that we have faith, we have trust, and we are gathered here to support you in every possible way that you may need it. And anytime you need loving support, simply reconnect with this community, knowing that here is where truth, love, acceptance, and kindness are the true benchmarks of reality. And with that, bye for now.
What an amazing gift. What an amazing opportunity to remind ourselves where our roots are and how to reconnect to them, and remind ourselves that they are, in fact, in us all along. I'd like to take a moment to invite us again to do another collective meditation, just to bring ourselves back to accept, absorb, and process all the information that we were just given with gratitude and appreciation. So, again, I know we must have a lot spinning around in our minds up here, but we're going to come back to the body, taking that first deep breath in, starting where we left off, bringing our awareness to the feet. With that next deep breath in, wherever it finds you, start to feel the pull of our humanity, our connection, our unregistered love that is unconditional for ourselves and others, as well as any other lingering pieces that are ready to return, knowing that this is just an opportunity to connect with them without judgment. Feel them touching the bottom of your feet, grounding you, and creating that solidified new position for our future. As it starts to fill in all the crevices and cracks up the feet, the ankles, providing tenderness and care for calf muscles, the knees. You may feel this as a warmth or a coldness. You may see this as a color. Whatever this appears to you, know that it's authentically yours and uniquely yours. As we start to feel it come up over the thighs, giving us the energy, the resiliency to speak our truth and to be in that truth, to walk the truth that we have. Coming up over the hips and the pelvic floor, making more room for all the emotions, whatever they may be, without judgment or shame, filling up that whole center cavity, all those internal organs, having them feel a sense of comfort and peace and protection. Really sitting with these as they come through, not judging ourselves if there's any resistance or struggle, just simply reminding ourselves that someone else's programming getting in the way for us. Taking another deep breath in, regrounding ourselves if we need to through the feet, coming up over the heart, allowing for that childlike heart to come through just for a moment. Allowing that relaxation to drop the shoulders, releasing the collarbones, filling the arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the palm of the hand, and the fingers with all that creative energy, that connected energy, knowing that we all come back to source, whatever that might be for you. Opening up that expression for creativity, bringing our awareness back again to the throat, sitting up a little taller if we feel so inclined, making room for that heart and throat connection to speak our truth with love, with authenticity, really bringing that forward, even if we're just holding it in this meditation. Coming up over the jaw, softening any tension here. Anytime we felt the need to bite our tongue, releasing that to be recycled into something new, coming up over the back of the head, opening the ears, the forehead, the eyebrows, allowing the eyes to relax and allow ourselves to see the truth of where we are without judgment. Reconnecting as we take that next deep breath in with all that's ready to connect for us. Taking a moment of stillness. And with that gratitude for the experience that we've been able to hold all of these things to the best of our abilities for this moment, knowing that we can practice this moving forward, knowing there's a community around us to support us as we feel ready to embrace it, knowing that our truth is a sacred truth in its own right. Taking that last deep breath in, bringing ourselves back together, holding as much of this as we're ready to hold into the next moments. And on that exhale at the very end, opening our eyes and bringing ourselves back to the reality we've now created. Again, holding gratitude. Thank you for showing up for ourselves. Thank you for showing up for all the other people that are going to connect to this showing. Thank you for showing up for the humanity that we are and for holding space for that truth. We can be the change. Thank you, Polly Jo Labbe and the guides for all of the wisdom that was given today. I can't wait to see you again next time. And goodbye for now.